former wife of the late Brendan Kangongolo Simbwaye, Ms. Gertrude Namatoa Simbwaye, 65, a Zambian-born national who hails in the western province of Zambia at Simungoma of Sesheke district, is calling government to assist her since there were promises of her other benefits, such as the car and a house by former Namibian President Dr. Sam Nujoma in 1999.
A car and a house.
I just want a better accommodation and a car, which I was already given by His Excellency Dr. Sam Nujoma in Windhoek. Mrs. Simbwaye told Caprivi Vision that she is not happy with the house given to her by Katima Mulilo Town Council because the house is full of cracks. It does not have a water tap inside, but only outside in the toilet. I drink water from the tap, which is in the toilet for cooking and drinking. And this toilet is located outside the house and is in a poor condition.
They must help me a bit in the house, even the food.
The house looks old and is not having windows until when she decided to buy windows and fix them on her own, as pointed by Ernst, the grandson of her late sister who is staying with her.
This is a time that the government should wake up and do something, because my grandmother, she's very much in need, and looking at where she's staying now, the house she's living in now, I mean, this is the house like from the shanty compound. She's drinking water from the toilet, and the toilet is outside the house, and it's very dangerous for her, like especially night time when she wants to go to the toilet, she can be killed anytime. So I'm requesting the government to do something.
She said former Caprivi Governor Bernard Sibalatani, who is the councillor of Katima Mulilo Urban Constituency, told her not to be paying for water and electricity, but to her surprise, all these opportunities were turned down by the Katima Mulilo Council. Life is so difficult for me since I lost all of my kids. My husband was so caring for me, and to find myself in this situation, I feel so bad, also for not knowing where they buried my lovely husband.
Baba mubaye umwana ashwire muhuwa nabona bokawana bo festival neni mufire $40 kubayiseza bane nani kwelisize mwanake mwana bahuwa nibaka ni nani size ni bayiseze $40 neni $40 hakuna not even one.
Maybe also I should recommend the church.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which church?
That is Charity and Faith Missions Church. Yeah, Pastor Chipape, they are doing a very good job. They've been looking after the old lady when she was sick. They used to take her for prayers, sometimes supporting her, being with her. So I thank God for them, because they've been there to support us.
Namatama married her late husband, Kangongolo, in 1960, and they both have one daughter before his arrest in 1964. It has been allegedly reported that Simbwaye was taken to Pretoria in 1978 is when they killed him. Government of the Republic of Namibia has named several buildings after Brendan Simbwaye, such as Brendan Simbwaye Square in Windhoek, which currently hosting the Ministry of Fisheries and Marine Resources, Safety and Security, Lands, and the Ministry of Trade and Industries. June this year, a brand new largest Navy vessel, a ship for the Namibian Navy, was commissioned by President Hifikepunye Pohamba in the name of Brendan Simbwaye. While in the Caprivi, the first new primary school constructed after Namibia's independence in Katima Mulilo was also named after him as Brendan Simbwaye Primary School. During the time when my husband was in prison, Dr. Sam Nujoma and other SWAPO fighters were really taking care of me. Every month they used to supply me with cooking oil, beans, maize meal, and many more. In his autobiography, Dr. Sam Nujoma has mentioned that Mr. Brendan Simbwaye was immediately arrested by the South African police in 1964. Late Brendan Simbwaye is a Caprivian true leader who started to fight for the independence of Caprivi Strip in 1960. His death is not recorded in the Namibian books of history. Ms. Simbwaye told this paper that since 2005, he have been finding ways to talk to the Namibian president, Hifikepunye Pohamba, through the Caprivi Regional Council and SWAPO Party office in Katima Mulilo, but none could help her to meet President Pohamba. She said the time she was given a house and a car in Windhoek, she was sick and she suffered a trauma on how her husband was killed. It was very difficult for me to go and stay in Windhoek, she said. I was scared all the time that I would also be killed the way my husband was killed. Despite to any of her demands from the government, this 65-year-old Ms. Simbwaye is getting a $2,000 every month from the government as her income for living, similar to many other Namibian war veterans. Meanwhile, Ms. Simbwaye further told that the Katima Mulilo Town Council did not honor the agreement or the preferential treatment given to her in a meeting held between her and the councillors, which was chaired by the former governor of Caprivi region, Mr. Bernard Sibalatani, as saying she will be offered a house and at the same time she will not be paying for the electricity and water, as these bills be reckoned or covered by the Katima Mulilo Town Council. This is the agreement which Ms. Simbwaye is claiming and has thus said these promises by the government need to be put on a written document. She, however, revealed that among councillors of KMTC, Councillor Michael Mudabeti was attached to facilitate proper maintenance of her house, which condemned that this was moving slowly, and she said Mudabeti brought to her a bag of maize meal, cooking oil, and new main entrance door of her house. Contacted for comment to hear how true were Ms. Simbwaye's claims, Mr. Michael Mudabeti, chairman of the management committee of the Katima Mulilo Town Council, declined to comment. I have got nothing to do with Caprivi Vision. I have to get involved myself with the Namibian issues. I am not a Caprivian, I'm a Namibian. You are for Caprivi issues, said Mudabeti. Mudabeti has been giving same answers to Caprivi Vision reporters when asked for feedback. Since he occupied the public offices as principal of Caprivi Senior Secondary School and SWAPO Katima Mayor and as chairman of Katima Council. However, Mr. John Likando, the Katima Mulilo mayor, confirmed to Caprivi Vision that his council was still investigating pending issues on whether she was a true beneficiary or not. She's a destitute and abnormal. There are other people within her family who want to take advantages.